But there's another development that's taking place, and it's big, and stay with me on this big story. Afghanistan's Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi will be visiting India soon, and this will be his first official visit after Taliban's takeover of Afghanistan. He arrives in Delhi on the 10th of October. There was some talk that he may visit a state sponsor of radical Islamist terror to ease tensions between Afghanistan and Pakistan. But Muttaqi is heading to India, marking this the first visit by an Afghan foreign minister since Taliban came to power. Do keep in mind, India does not formally recognize the Taliban regime, but India has consistently helped the people of Afghanistan, given the civilizational ties India enjoys with the people of Afghanistan. After the recent earthquake in Kunar, India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, he not only rushed aid to Afghanistan, India was the first responder, he spoke directly to Amir Khan Muttaqi on the 1st of September. The two had earlier met in Dubai this January. Afghanistan condemned the Pahalgam terror attack, a position that isolates that state sponsor of radical Islamist terror, Pakistan, even further. So with Muttaqi's visit, Kabul is sending a strong signal to India. It wants closer ties with India, development ties with India, whether it's healthcare, food aid, medicines, education, infrastructure development. I want to quickly bring in Ambassador Dogra into this conversation. How do you see the Taliban foreign minister's visit to India, sir?
Well, a couple of ways one can see it. You remember Kandahar?
Yes.
Taliban was very much involved there. So from that
yes, but that Taliban with Pakistan regime, and now the tensions with Pakistan and between Pakistan and Afghanistan, sir.
So from that point onwards to today, there's a sea change, 180-degree change. And that change has happened because India this time did not shun Taliban, but kept a line open. Through aid, through contacts, through even setting up some kind of a diplomatic representation there without recognition. So all that has gone well. And what has gone particularly well is the fact that Pakistan has betrayed the Taliban regime in Afghanistan, as you also pointed out. A second indication, besides the traditional relations, people-to-people relations, and Afghans' regard for India, is the celebrations that broke out in Afghanistan after India won the Asia Cup. So they are spontaneous recognition of the fact that Afghans, including their government, want the relationship to develop. And India took care to approach the UN, get the approval of the sanctions committee before inviting the foreign minister. So his visit here, almost a week long, is substantial. And I hope it further develops the understanding, which is already reasonably strong, and an understanding which needs to be nurtured because America, China, and Pakistan are up to a dirty game in Afghanistan.
Okay. Air Marshal Chaudhry, America is desperate to get back to Afghanistan and especially take control of the Bagram air base. And Taliban said no to them. How do you see these dynamics that he's not going to Pakistan, he's coming to India, the relationship between Afghanistan and Pakistan at an all-time low, given the ill treatment of Afghans by Pakistan for such a long time? They've used them, abused them, and now that acrimony is visible for all to see, Marshal Chaudhry.
I think Pakistan has, burnt its bridges, or burning in the process of steadily burning its bridges everywhere. And with Afghanistan coming here as a significant aspect, coming closer to India as a significant aspect, because for the longest time, Pakistan considered Afghanistan as a strategic depth against India. And now clearly the strategic depth is disappearing. And, there are a whole lot of dynamics. They're trying to fish in troubled waters because they're looking at, they're trying to leverage the aspect that the US is waning foothold in Asia. And the only place which had, decent foothold was Pakistan earlier. And when Pakistan had shifted towards China, the US, do remember, the Pakistan has always been of a strategic space, which has always been central to the US requirements and long-term policies in this region. So they have been...
the last 30 seconds I have on this part of the show, how would you view closer ties between the people of Afghanistan and the people of India, even if it's the Taliban regime?
And I believe Afghanistan is an extremely important country, not for just Gilgit-Baltistan, for the entire Indian region. And, that relationship need to continue to grow because at some point when Gilgit-Baltistan, there's no line of control anymore, and Gilgit-Baltistan becomes this conduit for all the Indians to access, Afghanistan, Central Asia. I think this relationship is extremely important. We believe that Afghans, they are a true friend of India, and they will continue to emerge as important friends when it comes to promoting strategic interests in Central Asia and far beyond.
Yes, I will let that be the last word on this part of the show. I've run out of time, but this is a story we'll be tracking very, very closely. Afghanistan, India, a relationship that needs to be nurtured when you keep India first and national interest supreme. To all my guests, many thanks for joining me.